These are some books that I want to read in 2024. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. I just finished reading the Hunger Games series all over again, so I'm really excited to check this one out. It's the prequel to the Hunger Games series, following President Snow and his kind of childhood and how he came to power. I did already watch the movie, so I totally know everything that's going to happen, but I'm still really excited to get more of his point of view by reading this book. This book I already started, but I really want to finish it in 2024. It's a huge book. It's like more than 800 pages, and the pages are also really big. It's one of the best books I've read in my whole life so far. The first 100 pages are so good, and her writing is perfect. This is What You Are Looking For is in the library. I really don't know anything about this book. I just saw it in a bookstore and I was like, oh my god, that cover looks so good. I'm the type of person to judge a book by a cover, okay? So I thought it looked really good and I just picked it up and bought it. And from some reviews online, I think it's a really heartwarming story and a book that's really going to motivate you to keep reading as well. So I'm really excited to get into it. A Little Life. I bought this book literally when it first got popular, I think even a few years ago. And I have been so afraid to start reading it because everyone says they start crying, they have breakdowns, they can't get out of bed for weeks after reading this book. But I've had this book for a long time now. I think it's time to really find out what happens in here and why it is so sad. Then there are some books that I don't have with me, I still haven't bought, but I really want to read. For example, War and Peace. I know this is a very long book and very hard to read, and I'm personally not that into classic literature that much, but I think it's one of those books where I've always wanted to read it. I've just been too intimidated, and this year I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna start reading this book. I might not finish it, but we can try. So next I want to read The Three-Body Problem, and I know this was popular kind of a while ago, but just recently my boyfriend was telling me what the books are actually about, and I thought it sounded so interesting, and I think there's also a show being made from it. I'm not sure if that's going to be any good, so I want to read the books first to see what happens. So these are just some of the books that I want to read this year, and if you like reading, especially English books, let me know if we share a similar reading list, and also let me know if you have any other books that you'd like to read in 2024.